Hello, everyone. Hope you had a peaceful day. My name is Asma'a Abdu, studying Shakespeare at the IUG, section 203. In today's presentation, I'm going to present the theme of irony and in one of the greatest Shakespeare's plays, Romeo and Juliet. As you know that the use of words to express something other than and especially the opposite of the literal meaning is called irony. Irony involves things not being what they seem. So we can use irony to entertain it or to make a surprise and the basic thing to emphasize a certain theme of the text. And it can be used to comic or tragic effects. So we can understand that irony can include a lot of things from a few words used ironically to make a point of an overarching structural device that run through texts or a story. We have the three types of irony: verbal, situational, and dramatic. The first one is verbal. The first time you mention the verbal irony, just remember Ross and Friends when he said, I'm fine, and nothing was fine except his words. In this way, it means saying one thing but meaning the opposite. So, verbal irony involves using words to mean the opposite of the literal definitions. Shakespeare used this in Romeo and Juliet. In one example, when Juliet tells her mother, like, I will not marry it, and when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate rather than Paris. Now, Juliet told her mother that she hates Romeo, but we as readers know that she loves him and she's going to marry him. Now, she said something totally different. However, she meant something totally different about the thing that she said. This called the verbal irony. The second kind of irony is the situational one. Situational one, it's a lifestyle for a university student. For example, this is not a cat. Actually, this is a university student waiting for his marks. When you study hard and you wait a specific mark, but when you get this mark, it is the unexpected itself. So come on, tell us why. This calls this the situational irony. It happens when the outcome of a circumstance or action does not match our expectations. Shakespeare analyzed this and used it in Romeo and Juliet. When Romeo is in love with Rosalind and only wants to go to the pole uh, to see her, but it is at this pole that Romeo goes and falls in love instead of Juliet. As you know, men are men. The last kind of irony is the dramatic irony. You know that the dramatic irony is the most used irony for Shakespeare. Dramatic irony is a structural device that involves the audience knowing something the characters are unaware of. Uh, the best example, before mentioning the real example in Romeo and Juliet, for example, Othello. Sometimes, sometimes as a reader, you just want to kick out Iago and to slap Othello. Like, come on, man, wake up! There is freaking bad things are happening behind your back. Like these thing gives the audience the feeling, oh yes, I know something that that character doesn't know. So this is often a key piece of information about a situation and its likely outcome. In Romeo and Juliet, Shakespeare used it in the last tragic thing that happened. When Romeo's death is all the more tragic because the audience is aware that Juliet is in fact not dead. And had this information gotten to Romeo, neither him nor Juliet would have died. Um, and that time, Romeo said that Juliet is dead, but actually she was asleep and she was about to wake up, but both of them died. That was the dramatic irony. A gentle reminder, as such, is worth thinking about the three types of irony and which one you intend to use. And if you want to connect this to the reality, you will discover that we use hundreds of ironies daily with ourselves and with our life without focusing that, yes, this is irony. No, we use it without focusing. Thank you. This was the last presentation in my university life. And I've used this picture on purpose just to let you know that I'm incredibly and deeply sad that this is the last presentation in my university life. And thank you so much. Don't forget to like and comment. Goodbye.